Hey guys, this is Tyler. I am coming to you from Tallinn, Estonia, and I'm just going to discuss why, as a younger MGTOW guy, you should not accept a girl who's late by more than 10 or 15 minutes on a date. This is an interesting topic here because it's become more and more common now for women to flake and to not show up on a date, to be late. There's many cases here where the woman could be 30 minutes late or an hour late. I actually remember when I was in Russia, and there was two instances where the girl I was supposed to meet had claimed to be there, and it was like half an hour, and I continued to try contacting her, and finally she was continually claiming she had shown up, and I realized she was just lying. She never ended up even coming there in the first place, and why she had continued saying she was there, I don't know, because in my experience girls would typically just say, okay, I can't show up or something. This would be a very serious case of narcissism, and the point being here is that as a younger guy, especially MGTOW guys here, you do not want to put up with that type of nonsense. I haven't been back to North America for some time. For me, certain aspects of the dating scene I don't even know too well because it's been so long for me, but I've read and heard from guys that have said that it's absolutely terrible now, that amount of flaking. Women that will just be late, they don't have any respect for a guy, and this is a main issue at heart, is the fact they don't respect these men, and so they just feel like they can show up at any time and it doesn't mean anything to them. And this has almost became the norm, or just simply to flake, which is terrible, but it's the sign of the times that we live in. In your situation though, I would recommend guys here, especially younger guys, if a girl is more than 30 minutes late and they don't have a good excuse, I would say actually more like 20 minutes late and they don't have a good excuse or reason, or they flake on you at least once, I wouldn't continue even pursuing that woman. Just simply look elsewhere, because you're wasting your time here. This is just, it's not worth your time. It's not worth the effort. The person doesn't respect you. When you carry on, it's just going to continue to worsen down the road. Things certainly won't change. Now, for men that are in Eastern Europe, even more so, I would recommend that you just walk the other way. You don't even think about this, because in Eastern Europe, when this happens, especially if you're like in Ukraine or Russia, woman does this is probably even worse, because women in these countries, if they respect the guy, they will not do this. They won't mess around at all. I mean, this isn't so much the norm for you guys in North America, but you go over to Russia, Ukraine, women that respects you will not do this. They won't even be late if they don't have a good excuse to be late, or very late, I should say. They may be late, just not really late, like an hour or 2 hours late or something. Like I said, it goes back to this core tenet of respect. They just simply, they don't respect you. And you think they're going to respect you as a man, as a partner, a spouse down the road? Probably not. They're not going to respect you as a father for any variety of reasons. This is just how they see things. And you don't have to ask why. There's many different possibilities of why. They've probably been with many guys. Many guys have put up with this, have dealt with all sorts of nonsense from these women, and more guys just continue to put up with it. The girl may be playing games with you. They may simply get off on the fact that they can screw around with guys and get a lot of attention from them, and then not end up giving out anything in return. Basically, it's ridiculous the times that we live in now. I've actually read about stories in North America where women have basically blown off dates of men who were actually going wine and dine them at like 4 or 5 star restaurants, very expensive restaurants, because they, I guess, felt more thrilled on the fact that they could get all this attention than just blow off the guy, and they wouldn't even take it for dinner. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense, the times that we live in, but this is the times. Truthfully, you'll find better quality women out there. You don't need to put up with this type of nonsense. It's not worth the time. Life is too short, and just simply look elsewhere. Find someone else, and you'll probably find someone that's better quality in the long run. So give me your feedback here on the video, and thank you.